So the Biden administration has actually offered to pay schools that defy DeSantis's mask mandates and everything to actually just pay them what DeSantis took from them, effectively, okay? Essentially negating the whole point of DeSantis trying to outlaw the mask mandates in schools. Okay, so the report actually here, so this was an executive order, remember, if you recall, where it was talking about banning mandatory masks in schools. And that basically if the schools decided to still mandate masks, that DeSantis was essentially going to take away that money, that he was going to take away their salary, which of course would make them obviously comply with the mandate or comply with what DeSantis is doing by telling them to lift these mandates, to not enforce any of these types of things on our students. So the thing here is that all I have to really say to this is don't mess with Florida. Really. I mean, just stay out of Florida, Biden administration, anybody that's involved in this. We're good here, okay? We don't need you guys running around mucking stuff up. We don't want that to happen. So the thing is that the Democrats want to pretend like Florida is so dangerous because we don't have a lot of these lockdowns going on and everything else. They want to be like, oh, Florida's so bad. I mean, they called Ron DeSantis Ron Death Santis. I mean, that's what they've been doing on Twitter. It's trending every other day, not because it's true, but just simply because they hate him that much, okay? And yet, people are moving here in droves, okay? We know this. We see the numbers. People are not fleeing Florida. They're coming into Florida. So, real dangerous it must be that everybody wants to be here right now. Maybe we're doing something right. Don't come here and try to mess it up. So, the thing is that this was all in a letter to DeSantis from the Secretary of Education. And he said that the districts have sole and complete discretion to pay salaries that are withheld by the state for violating the order. We are eager to partner with the Florida Department of Education in any efforts to further our shared goals of protecting the health and safety of students and educators. Like I said, now when they're saying shared goals, really what this is about is Democrats, okay? That's what they're basically saying. Nice way of covering it up, but we know what it is. So if the Florida Department of Education does not wish to pursue such an approach, the department will continue to work directly with the school districts and educators that serve Florida students. Yeah, no. That's not going to happen. And I'm assuming DeSantis is probably going to do something to keep that from taking place, because otherwise, what's the point? What's the point of even having a state if the government's just going to step right in and tell you that, no, you can't be a governor, you must now do this? Like, no, if they don't like it, they can move out of Florida. They're not going to do that. They're not that crazy. They move out of Florida, they're not going to have a job. They're not going to be able to do anything. They're probably not even have a school, maybe in some of these other states. Tell them to go to their liberal places that they want to be in so bad. Of course, like I said, they're not going to do that. What this really is bribery, maybe a form of blackmail, because you're using this to say, you know what, defy his orders and we'll keep paying you guys. We'll make sure that you don't suffer the consequences of forcing kids and everybody at the school to wear masks. That's basically what's going on right now. Listen, we live in the state of Florida for a very good reason. This doesn't give you the right to be a dictator. This doesn't give you the right to tell us exactly how we're going to do things. And it surely doesn't give you the right to overstep Ron DeSantis and what he's already been doing. That has worked, by the way. If it worked so well in New York, what's going on with Cuomo? I mean, come on. Once again, these people are trying to slam DeSantis for things that don't make sense. It doesn't work that way. Let Florida be Florida, and if you don't like it, leave Florida, but once again, you're not going to do that. You're not. Everybody's coming here. They're coming here for good reason. Don't screw us up because they're too busy trying to be woke about everything. That's not how this operates. It shouldn't operate like this whatsoever. You just watched a clip from The William Hall Show. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.